Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. My name is Ventus SG. Alright, so in a recent live stream that I did, a viewer gave me some advice on how to get Magia out to the field faster because Magia is my favorite monster in the game. So he told me that the way to get Magia out faster was to use cards like Neo Kaiser Seahorse that can dump the ritual monster into the graveyard, and also to put this Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon into the graveyard as fast as possible. And I didn't know this, but if you use Wishes with Eyes of Blue with its graveyard activation, it says you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one Blue Eyes White Dragon control, equip one Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as an equip spell that gives it 400 attack. I didn't know that if you use that activation or that ability of this card, I guess, and attach it with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on a regular Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then you use that to instantly summon Tyrant to the field, that dumps the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon into the graveyard instantly, and you'll be able to use that. All you have to do next is worry about getting one of these ritual monsters on the field. So I've been getting Magia to the field a lot easier now, and I thought I would record this and show you exactly what I'm doing. If you have any tips or advice for me on how to get Magia to the field even faster with this deck, I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get right into it. All right, so this is actually really good. We already got Blue Eyes Chaos Max in our hand. That's fantastic. We got Forbidden Drop, we got Infinite Infirm, we've got Maxi. Not sure how I feel about most of this, though. I mean, we can dump Blue Eyes Chaos Max in the graveyard. So let's see how this works. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, because I'm going to get... Yeah, I'm going to choose to get this card with my Bingo Machine Go. And that card is this one right here, Wishes of Eyes of Blue. So I'm just going to go ahead. All three of them are just going to be that. That's why I've got three of them in the deck, so I can for sure get this card if I need it. P. Diddy did it. Alright, so cool. Now it's going to ask me to dump a card, and the card I'm going to dump is obviously going to be the Blue Eyes Chaos Max. So it can already be in the graveyard, so whenever I do use my Ultimate Fusion, I'll be able to do it. Alright, so let's see. We're going to need this card for sure. And then we're going to need this card also for sure. Alright, so now let's do the real start. Sage with Eyes of Blue and hope he doesn't have a negate to stop us. Activate the effect. Going to give me the Maiden. And a Moment of Truth. Does he have a negate? Doesn't look like he does, so that's good for us. Go ahead and summon Maiden. Maiden in the hand. Activates out of the hand. It's going to give us a free True Light that we can just use whenever. I love that, the ability to use True Light. I wish Dark Magician had something similar. Alright, so I'll put True Light over there. Now I'm going to sacrifice my Sage with Eyes of Blue to summon Spirit with Eyes of Blue. And that's going to give me my Mausoleum. And there goes the effect. Grant me one Mausoleum in the hand. Don't want to activate any of those. Yep, give me Mausoleum of White. Now I'm going to go ahead and put Mausoleum of White out there. And don't want to activate any of those. So now I'm going to use the effect of Mausoleum of White on Spirit with Eyes of Blue to put Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard. And that's going to allow me to bring Blue Eyes White Dragon back out the graveyard along with my Maiden of White. I think we're going to be able to do it. This is awesome. Alright, so there is my Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. And right behind him comes Maiden of White. Alright, now that Maiden of White is on the field, let's go with Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons and give myself another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Probably should have went Jet Dragon, to be honest. All right, so next we're going to go into the graveyard. And activate that spell that I talked about previously, and then use that on Blue Eyes White Dragon. And give him Blue Eyes, Ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I'm sorry. Now we're going to go back into that deck, the extra deck, and go with Tyrant. Because all I got to do is sacrifice the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That goes with it. Tyrant comes to the field. So now we've got both of those monsters in the graveyard. Now they're going to go back into my True Light. I'm going to activate that. And we're going to go for Ultimate Fusion. So let's set down Infinite Imperm. Go back into the extra deck. And this time we're going to special summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. We'll set Blue Eyes in defense position. Matter of fact, I'm going to set Forbidden Droplet as well. He's probably going to surrender as soon as all this stuff goes down during his turn, because I've got a couple of negates. Alright, that's it. That ends my turn. Let's just hope he doesn't do anything ridiculous to stop it. Okay, 1 day of peace. Each player, what does that card say? Each player draws 1 card and neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. Okay. Yeah, do your thing, brother. That's a good card to play because he knows that I'm planning some stuff. So I'm going to use Ultimate Fusion right now. I'm not going to activate anything else. Because all I need is Dragon Master Magia. By sacrificing Ultimate Blue Eyes and Blue Eyes Chaos Max, I now have the ultimate monster, Dragon Master Magia, on the field. And it only took 1 turn. So now I have a bunch of negates, a bunch of stops for him, and he probably won't get to do anything. Okay, so he's going to activate something, what now? Alright, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and negate that. Don't want to do anything else. If he activates something in the graveyard, I want that card to be able to stop whatever he's planning in the graveyard. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I can quick effect negate the activation of in the graveyard. There it goes. So after I do this, then I'm free to transform him. He's probably going to surrender. Yep. Negate that activation. Nope, don't want to transform him just yet. He's using Drighten too. It's tough. So he hasn't surrendered yet. He must still think he has a chance. Red Eyes Fusion. That's a spell card. I get to negate that. He's going to surrender now because that was his last ditch effort. Now I'm going to go ahead and transform my Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon into the ultimate Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon to give me yet another negate. And there goes the surrender. Alright, looks like we got a wonderful hand this time. Super good hand. Let's just hope this guy doesn't have negates to stop me. So we got Blue Eyes White Dragon, fantastic. We got Ash Blossom, fantastic. Blue Eyes Chaos Max already in the hand, awesome. Ultimate Fusion in the hand, awesome. We have almost everything we need to get Magia to the field next turn. So I'm going to go start off with Wishes for Eyes of Blue. I'm going to sacrifice that Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, put him in the graveyard, and give myself a tuner and another spell card. So sacrifice, discard that Blue Eyes Chaos Max. We don't need him, not in the hand. And don't want to activate one of these effects. No, sir. Alright, so the other spell card that I want to get is this one. And then tuner I want is that one. This is actually a really good setup. I think people would say this hand is cracked. Alright, so next, I'm going to go ahead with Sage with Eyes of Blue and pray to God he does not have a negate. Activate the effect. And it looks like I've gotten lucky twice in a row. He does not have a negate in his hand, or maybe he does, and he doesn't have the right one. The only thing that sucks about this, it might turn out to be another surrender, and I won't get to do whatever. But then again, you know, if he has Gamma Seal over there, that's the only thing. Any Kaiju, that kind of stops the whatever I'm trying to do, which really sucks. Alright, so we did that. I'm now going to go ahead and sacrifice that Sage with Eyes of Blue again to get my Spirit with Eyes of Blue and give myself Mausoleum. So important to this combo that I'm doing here. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite things to do in Master Duel. Alright, so we've got that. Give me the Mausoleum. Can't wait till they give us more support cards for Blue Eyes White Dragon, man. Like more specific Blue Eyes cards. It'll make bringing Magia out to the field so much easier. I think we'll see a return to people using Blue Eyes, man. For a little bit there, people were using Blue Eyes when this new stuff came out for the deck, but people sort of stopped using it. Alright, so I'm going to use the effect of Mausoleum on the Spirit with Eyes of Blue. That's going to send a Blue Eyes White Dragon to the graveyard. Not going to activate that. Yep, one from the deck to the graveyard to give us more. Alright, and then I'm going to activate the effect of Spirit with Eyes of Blue to bring Blue Eyes White Dragon out of the graveyard. Bring with him the Maiden. Not going to activate any of that just yet. Yeah, special summon from the graveyard, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's important that it has to come from the graveyard. Alright. Awesome. Yep, put Maiden of White out there as well. Nope, not going to activate any of that just yet. Do that. Now we're going to go Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons and give myself another Blue Eyes monster. I think this time we're just going to go Blue Eyes Jet Dragon just to be on the safe side. See how that plays out. We got ourselves Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Awesome. Okay, so next we're going to activate this effect in the graveyard and attach Blue Eyes White Dragon with... Nope, don't want to do that. Yep. I think we're going to be able to do this thing first round. And then we're going to sacrifice that Blue Eyes White Dragon to bring out Tyrant. And I'm going to put Tyrant right here. And now that both of those monsters are in the graveyard, let's go Ultimate Fusion and bring Magia out right now. So this is turn 1 Magia. It's insane. Turn 1 Magia. That is insane. Sacrifice both of these monsters. Not sacrifice them, just shuffle them back into the deck to bring out the ultimate monster. Now we got to keep our fingers crossed that Buddy does not have a Kaiju. Because if he has a Kaiju, it's a Rapski. Alright, so let's go back in here. And let's see. Yeah, we can do it. One tuner and one non-tuner. So it's going to be this and this to bring out that Spirit Dragon. Put him in defense position. And then now we get to go into True Light and pick any card. And the card I'm going to get is Majesty. Because Majesty is one super overpowered card. It's got to be the most broken card in this deck as of right now. So this is the reason why you don't go first or go second in Master Duel. This right here, this is a prime example of the reason why you just don't go second. You have to go first. The only thing that stops this is if he has Nibiru. Some sort of Kaiju. That's it. And if he doesn't, he might be cooked. Or I might be completely faded and he might actually, like, surprise me. But if he tries to, you know, do the traditional thing, summon monsters, no, it's over. That's cooked, bro. You're dust. Goblin, Biker, Grand, whatever, that's a continuous spell card, so we're going to say no. So that's your first spell card. Yeah, don't want to activate anything else. So I've already used Magia's ability to negate and destroy a spell card, so he can use another spell card if he wants to. I won't be able to stop that. Okay, so here's a monster. Now, if he tries to use a monster effect, I'm going to stop that. Let him do whatever he wants to do. True Light? Not True Light. Swords of Revealing Light. Nah, we're good. He thinks he's safe. He's going to surrender once he sees... If he ends his turn right now, he's cooked. Okay. Target one face-up monster on the field. Place it in... Okay, so he actually might cook me with this one. He actually might cook me with this one. So if I'm going to be cooked... Target one face-up monster on the field. Place it face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. You can only activate. Ooh, yeah. I think I might be kind of cooked here. Because I can destroy it, but it won't do anything. It won't do anything. I wonder how long it's going to be stuck in the spell trap zone. It's okay, I still got options. Okay. We're going to Ash Blossom that. My motto is, if he wants to do it, I don't want him to do it. We're good. That was a nice little, like, spell card to get rid of Magia, though. I gotta give him props to that. So he gets to do it again? Like a third time? That's actually... Okay, so what we're going to do now... I'm going to go ahead and transform. I was going to wait until he does something out of the graveyard, but it's looking more and more like he's not going to. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Give myself another negate. I'm going to let him do whatever he's about to do. And then as soon as he tries to do something else, that's when it's going to negate City. Negate City. Okay, so he just sacrificed a card to do what? Wouldn't it be funny if this card does something in the graveyard? Okay, so he gave himself a new card. Forbidden Droplet. It's awesome. So he sacrifices 2 cards to Forbidden Droplet on me? Okay. Alright. Well, looks like I have no other options. I'll show 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon and destroy that monster card, because he might try to Link Summon his way to victory. So I'm just going to show that Blue Eyes White Dragon. Why not show? It's not going to do anything against the Forbidden Droplet, though. That effect's going to go off no matter what. But this is where he surrenders, though. Yep, bring out Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Card got destroyed. I wish Jet Dragon was on the field a little bit earlier, then he would have been able to protect those cards, but it's fine. Alright, bud, you got no cards on the field. What do you want to do? I got options. Oh. Okay. So let us bring out another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Nope, don't want to do that. Bring it from the graveyard. And that's going to bring with it Maiden of White, because it came from the graveyard. Yep. Set Maiden of White. We're going to need her. Now my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has outlived his life on the field. Now he goes away and says, hey, I'll leave in my place a monster to remember me by. That monster is going to be Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Alright. Now I have enough damage out there to kill him. He knows it, and I knows it. This is why you... Exactly. This is why you can't go second in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, man. All right, that's going to be the video. If you did enjoy it, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. And again, I want to give a special shout out to the homie that came to the stream and just gave me the tips on how to get Magia to the field faster. I am overjoyed with this technique, and I am going to keep spamming it because Magia is literally my favorite monster in the entire game. If you guys want more videos like this, man, just be sure to hit that like button. Try to get 30 likes on this video. And down in the comments, just let me know, what's your favorite monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? Or in Yu-Gi-Oh! Altogether, what's your favorite card to play? Like, is it a super overpowered card, or is it just one that looks really, really cool? I like Magia because it looks really cool and it's overpowered. Sucks that it has one big weakness, though. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.